Imagine being given an impossible task. Move 1,000 heavy bags of sugar using nothing but a single ant. There is a fatal constraint. When the job is done, exactly 200 bags must remain. If a single grain of sugar is out of place, you face execution. This ultimatum was delivered to the Mughal court by the Sultan of Dubai, an incredibly wealthy man who traveled across the desert specifically to humiliate the emperor's advisors with this riddle. The Sultan relied on infinite wealth and linear brute force to solve problems. He designed this trap for Birbal, a man known throughout history for lateral thinking. The Sultan's challenge pitted human mathematics against the sheer physical impossibility of a tiny insect. Birbal accepted the challenge and made his first request. The sugar must be moved to a specific barren field beside the Yamuna River. He then demanded a strict timeline of exactly 6 months. During this touring, the field would be guarded, but completely untouched by any human hand. The Sultan agreed, proudly dumping 1,000 bags of premium sugar into the middle of the barren field. The emperor assumed his smartest advisor had finally made a fatal miscalculation. On the first day, Birbal walked into the field and released a single insect from a small box. He hadn't brought a worker, he brought a queen. The queen serves as a biological command center. Birbal satisfied the one-ant rule by providing a leader whose job was to delegate the work to millions of future offspring. This is a visual representation of exponential scaling. The queen established a base, and the workforce grew at an accelerating rate. Using chemical pheromone networks, she signaled her massive, unseen underground workforce to converge on the sugar supply. Over several months, the invisible biological workforce steadily hollowed out the mountain of sugar from beneath the earth. Birbal engineered a self-replicating biological algorithm to solve a physical labor constraint. Even with an infinite self-replicating workforce, Birbal still had to ensure the ants would stop at exactly 200 bags. He relied on a common consumption ratio found in natural ecosystems. Colonies often consume 80% of a discovered resource for immediate expansion, while isolating the final 20% as a survival reserve. Birbal calculated that the colony would gut 800 bags to thrive, and then naturally stop to hoard the remaining 200 bags as their mandatory surplus. He also accounted for an environmental trigger. Month 6 marked the arrival of the monsoon season. The Yamuna River broke its banks, unleashing a flood that completely submerged the field. The Sultan assumed the flood had washed away the evidence of his sugar, proving that nature is chaotic and human mathematics will always fail. The Sultan and Akbar arrived at the devastated field after the storm. Underneath a thick layer of mud, they found a perfectly intact stack of sugar bags that had survived the floodwaters. The guards counted the bags, reaching a final total of 201. The Sultan immediately demanded Birbal's execution, claiming the mathematical rule was broken. Nature's inherent lack of precision appeared to have caused the algorithm to fail. Birbal stepped forward, took a heavy sword from a guard, and approached the 201st bag. As he slashed it open, the bag revealed its contents. 0 sugar. It was filled with hardened mud, grass, and ant saliva. Sensing the incoming flood, the ants used the empty jute bags they had already hollowed out to build a waterproof dam around their food reserve. Exactly 200 bags of pure sugar remained, protected by the 201st bag that acted as a biological shield. Birbal solved the challenge by aligning the Sultan's problem with the seasonal mechanics of the Yamuna and the biological instincts of the ants. He turned the chaos of the environment into a precision tool.